Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be an overall review of the project ThunderCore. I had recently heard about the project and was interested enough to cover it. In the spirit of transparency, this is a sponsored video and I do not have Thunder in my portfolio. My usual disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. My video is for entertainment purposes only. Lastly, if you want to chat after the video, hop in my Discord server, and if you feel like supporting the channel, you can do so on my Patreon. Links for everything will be down below in the video description. All right, let's get started. ThunderCore is based on the Thunderella paper, which was published in 2017. ThunderCore is compatible with the Ethereum Virtual Machine, or EVM, meaning it supports dApps and smart contracts running on Ethereum. It's a public blockchain that serves to build a faster cryptocurrency. ThunderCore has come up with a new hybrid solution that uses two different modes of confirmations, the fast mode and the slow mode, which I'll get into more later. Their goal was to create a blockchain protocol that had the speed of a centralized protocol with the transparency and decentralization and fairness of a decentralized protocol. Let's move on to the team. Chris Wang is the CEO and he has a PhD in computer science that he received from Carnegie Mellon University at the age of 22. He then went on to create and build Playdom, which was a social gaming company that he later sold to Disney for $500 million in US dollars. He was also an early investor in Alibaba, Glassdoor, and Flipkart. Elaine Shi is the chief scientist with a PhD in computer science, also from Carnegie Mellon University. She is a key expert on cryptographic protocols and consensus. She wrote the first academic research paper on both Bitcoin and decentralized smart contracts. She's also the co-founder and co-director of the Initiative for Cryptocurrency and Contracts called IC3. Unfortunately, ThunderCore will not be having a public ICO. They completed a private sale raising $50 million from investors which were from the US, Asia, and other big names like Huboy Capital, FBG, Hashed, Pantera, and a bunch of others. Next is the technology. ThunderCore is its own blockchain with its own native cryptocurrency, Thunder Token. ThunderCore minted a total of 10 billion Thunder tokens divided into the following. 26 goes to early investors and adopters, 15% for the community and bug bounties, 15% for the community members and operators, 10% for developers, partners, creators, and 19% retained by the ThunderCore for their company operations, and then 15% for employees and their advisors. Their 10 billion number is fixed and they're not going to create any more, and approximately 2 billion of those are currently in circulation. The key idea behind Thunder is to combine a standard blockchain, which they refer to as the slow chain, with an optimistic fast path, which is considered the fast chain. When the fast chain is active, the accelerator accumulates all the transactions and converts them into microblocks. These microblocks are then signed by the accelerator. The signed blocks are sent to the committee for confirmation. Whenever more than 3/4 of the committee members sign the block sent by the accelerator, the block is then confirmed. The end result, basically, is a really fast and near instant consensus algorithm. When the accelerator is not available, the blockchain enters slow mode. The transactions are confirmed using the traditional proof of work consensus in slow mode. When the accelerator is available to confirm transactions, once again, the blockchain shifts from slow mode back to fast mode. Committee nodes are elected through the bidding process based on the amount of Thunder tokens that they are staking. The accelerator election will be elected through a voting process. The team states that they're working on the specifics of the accelerator election right now. The incentive for being a committee member is that you get a portion of the fees. To compare it to something a little bit easier to understand, imagine a highway with a slow and fast lane. The slow lane will be the fundamental part of the protocol, which will be enhanced with the fast lane. Both lanes are still a part of the same overall piece of road, but they are built with different purposes in mind. They currently have documented 1,200 to 1,600 throughput per second, or TPS, on their testnet as well as their mainnet with sub-second confirmation times. They estimate when they're fully up and running to have 10,000 TPS. As of March 11th, the pre-release of their mainnet is officially available. What is the pre-release, you ask? Well, it's the mainnet chain with full functionality. It's different from the public launch because it lacks the ability for the public to stake tokens. Thanks to its full compatibility with the Ethereum smart contracts, or the EVM, dApps can be migrated to Thunder, which allows them to significantly and immediately increase their performance because of Thunder's TPS. The project currently is not open source, but they do plan to make their GitHub public in the future. The time estimate on that is about 90 days. You can store your Thunder tokens on Binance's Trust Wallet. They also have a roadmap, which is broken down into different sections, and I'll leave all the links down below for that kind of stuff. Currently, there's no approved exchanges that you can get Thunder on, and the team hasn't mentioned a time frame yet for listing. A lot of people have been calling the project an Ethereum killer, but the team has mentioned that they don't appreciate the nickname because not only do they want to be a part of the Ethereum community, but their goal is to be laser focused on making life easier for dApp developers, as well as making the blockchain more usable for end users, not replacing Ethereum. As far as partnerships go, on March 28th, they released a statement about partnering with Liquidity Network, which is a provider of non-custodial payments that allows users to make transactions off-chain without the use of trusted third parties. Liquidity Network is launching its no-cust multi-party payment hub on the ThunderCore blockchain. And then on April 10th, they also partnered with BlockVigil, and this partnership will provide ThunderCore with the enhanced integration capabilities that will deliver users a transparent API layer. If we're comparing TPS among other existing projects, their competitors would be something like Zilliqa, which estimates that they can do 2,800 TPS, and EOS, which states it can target around 1,000 to 6,000 TPS. So what's coming up that we have to look forward to then? Well, their mainnet is tentative for Q3 of 2019. They also state that they should be able to increase to 10,000 TPS by Q2 of 2020. Now, I know that's a ways away, but it is a huge increase for TPS for them, so I'm guessing it's going to be worth the wait. If you're a developer or you just want to experience ThunderCore, you can get free Thunder tokens from their mainnet faucet. You can also get testnet tokens on their testnet faucet, and you can play games where you bet your Thunder tokens right in the Trust Wallet app. Pros. Well, their TPS speeds are an obvious pro. The scalability seems to be the most important aspect for blockchain growth right now. Not to mention, the Thunderella academic paper, the project that is based off of that, has gone through a peer review process. They also have a very well-equipped team with a lot of experience in the space, and I also like the fact that it integrates right in with Ethereum's pre-existing dApps, definitely gives the project more of a use case. Cons. I don't like the fact that they didn't have a public sale, and I'm sure there's a very good reason for that. However, the project is really cool, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people who were disappointed that they couldn't get in on the token sale. For the same reason I like this project, I see their tight-knit relationship with Ethereum kind of counterintuitive. While I know they see themselves as a scaling solution for ETH, I was kind of hoping that they would be a little bit more freestanding. That being said, their team has mentioned that they can use a different blockchain as their fallback chain. I guess I also expected them to just be more focused on developing their own ecosystem. And my final con would be not truly understanding the voting process for the committee nodes, but I'm sure that's something that's going to come out from the team eventually. I find the project very interesting, and I'm always surprised when a new project comes out that wants to solve the scalability issue in blockchain because it's such a common kind of concept, and then they have an entirely new approach from the last project that just said that they wanted to do the same thing. I think the technology of the project is pretty amazing. I'm also super impressed by their team and their knowledge as well as their past experience. And lastly, the fact that their paper has been peer-reviewed is also something that I find extremely important. All right, everyone, that wraps it up for me today. Please don't forget to hit that like or that subscribe button if you enjoyed my content and would like to see more in the future. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey peoples, like this review on Thunder? Want to see similar content? If that's a yes, go check out all my other content in my playlist. I'm sure there's something there that's going to keep you busy. And as usual, thanks for watching the channel.